Yeah, luck over luck, get with us if you're stuck. Luck over luck, get with us if you're stuck. We got the loser of the week, we put the word on the street. We got the over and under, we're bringing the thunder. Pick the captain of the week, and he's taking a seat. We got the knockout defense, and we're bringing the heat. And we coming to you live with the lock of the week. The lock of the week. The lock of the week.
What is up, everybody? This is Luch, and we are back with NFL Week 9 picks and predictions, lock over luck. I'm with my co-host right now, Jimbo 2 times. You know, he had a better week than I did last week, but we are bouncing back. What do you have to say to the fans, Jimmy?
Just say what's up, and let's go. Another winning week. Let's just keep building on to, and let's keep going, and let's put in this lock over luck, man. Let's go.
All right, you heard him. Let's keep going. Let's build that momentum. It was Halloween this weekend. We got to peek behind those masks and see what these teams' true nature are. You know, the bunch of disguises out there this weekend with the Jets beating Cincinnati. Not this week. Jets moving into Indy, and I'm taking the Indianapolis Colts here, 3-0 versus teams below 500 this season. Both defenses are middle of the pack, but I think that Indy offense finally got some firepower going. Indy to win early, over 45.5 points, but Jets plus 10 in some
few losses last week was the Jets beating the Bengals. No one's seen it coming, but Mike White, who even is the guy, sounds like a created player off of Madden. But to me, it was just the fluke. I've been preaching about the Colts playing good all season. They just haven't really been able to finish out the games. But that changes this week, and we're going back to reality, and the Colts are beating the Jets.
All right, I like it. Moving on, we got New England going to Carolina. The Patriots have won 3 of their last 4 games after starting the season 1-3. Is C-Mac coming back? We don't know, but I will tell you this. If he does come back, he is not going to get that full workload, which everybody is hoping for. Chuba is still going to be in there. Chuba Hubbard, you know, he's still going to be in there working the ball, getting some carries. The Panthers have allowed 14 points or fewer in each of their 4 wins this season. Give me Carolina under 41 points. Lock it in, though. Carolina, one of the upsets this week.
Yeah, this is one of those games I was going back and forth on. You know, Carolina started off the season so hot, and I hope that Chris McCaffrey coming back soon for the fans and for my fantasy team. You know, I can't catch a break over here with all these injuries, but I feel like they're going to be able to get back to how they were. I don't think they win by a lot. I think they win by maybe a field goal, maybe 6 points, something like that. But I think the Panthers are going to win this game.
All right, we're agreeing early. But can we agree often? Let's move on. Cleveland at Cincinnati. This is a big matchup here for the AFC North. OBJ is out. Where is he at? Nobody knows, and I don't think anybody cares. The Browns are banged up. Joe Burrow is 0-2 in his career versus Cleveland, but has 300-plus passing yards, 3+ passing TDs, and over 30-plus points in both of those losses. Give me Cincinnati here, minus 2.5 to cover over 47 points. Brown season's over.
The Brown season is over. It's only over because there's no Odell. You're telling me you don't care about Odell? It's the best wide receiver they got. I seen the footage. Did you see the footage? Mayfield can't hit him. He's open every play, and he can't throw him the ball. Forget it. Get out of here. Mayfield's the problem. That's the reason they won't win this game. I got the Bengals easily winning this game, and it's because Baker Mayfield is a bum. You heard it here. He's a bum.
Hey, I'm agreeing with you on this one, but let's move on. Buffalo at Jacksonville. Each of the Bills' last 12 wins have been by 10 or plus points. I think that continues here. Rookie quarterbacks are 1-5 versus the Bills in the Sean McDermott era. Give me Buffalo minus 14.5 points, but stays under 48.5.
We're agreeing again. Buffalo's about to kill this Jacksonville team. I don't even think it's going to be a game. I got Buffalo easily taking this win.
Moving on, we got the battle of the bottom of the barrel. Houston at Miami. Miami, MIA. They are missing in action over here. Both teams are 1-7. Brandon Cooks has accounted for 29.8% of the Texans' receptions. I think that continues here. If this is daily fantasy or season long, pick up Brandon Cooks if you can. He's the only one catching the ball there in Houston. But give me Miami to cover -6.5 over 46.5 points, because Houston does like to get those garbage time points. Moving on. What do you got, Jimmy?
I got another sucky game. They might not even put this game on television. Who would watch it? But, I'm going to have to take the Dolphins on this one. Tua might be able to get it done. It seems like he's their quarterback now, since they didn't make any moves to try to get Deshaun Watson before the trade deadline. But I think they'll still have enough to win this game. I'm going with Miami.
All right, we're speeding on right down to Las Vegas at the Giants. The Raiders are 0-4 after their bye week since 2017. They lost by 14-plus points in each of those games. Ruggs is done. So receptions are going to go around. Big boost for Hunter Renfrow. Big boost there for the tight end. So I think there's plenty of receptions to go around, but it is going to hurt them. That's a part of their team. That's a part of their family. It is going to hit them in the core a little bit. I don't know how much that affects their play out on the field, but now they're out. They're one of their best receivers. They're out their head coach. These are two leaders of the team. I don't think they can hold it together with too much of those pieces falling apart. New York Giants +3 over 46 in my upset of the week.
I actually had this as my upset too. I think the Giants are going to be able to come in here. To me, Henry Ruggs is probably their best wide receiver. He's just a young kid and made a dumb, poor decision that's probably going to ruin him for the rest of his career. But this was one of the things that they were talking about with putting a team in Las Vegas. If something like this would happen, if the players would be able to control not going out and partying, being late to practice. And it's just a shame that it happened the first year. I think that the Giants are going to be able to come in here and get a win.
We got the Falcons versus the Saints. Big division game here. The Saints are the only team without a 300-plus yard receiver this season. Do they have anybody there to catch the ball? Matt Ryan is 9-16 versus the Saints in his career, but most of those were against Drew Brees. I think the Falcons keep this one close. The Saints still win outright, over 41.5 points, but I think Atlanta keeps it within a touchdown. Atlanta +6.5 for the spread.
Until the Saints are missing a lot of their weapons without Michael Thomas, and now Jameis Winston just went down. Is Trevor Siemian going to be able to get it done? I don't think so. I'm actually going with the upset, and I think the Atlanta Falcons will be able to come in and get this win.
Yeah, if it wasn't for that good running attack and that good defense, I would have took Atlanta, but I just can't trust this Atlanta Falcons team without Ridley. So I have to take the Saints here. But we are moving on. We got my biggest game of the week. Minnesota going into Baltimore versus those little dirty birds. The Ravens have allowed 23.4 points per game this season, their most since 2015. They're allowing a lot of points, but they're also scoring a lot of points. The Vikings have scored fewer than 20 points in 3 of their last 4 games. The Ravens have not allowed a 60-plus rushing yards from a running back this season. Dalvin Cook has rushed 60-plus yards in 4 of their 5 games played this year. The Ravens have won 11 straight games versus NFC opponents. I think that ends this week. Minnesota +6, over 50 points. Captain Kirk Cousins to go into Baltimore and show them that he is still one of the highest paid quarterbacks in the league.
Now, this is where we disagree. Everything you just said was wrong. The streak doesn't end. They don't lose. There is no Captain Kirk. The real captain is Lamar Action Jackson. But the real captains are going to be on that defense. They've proved time and time again that Baltimore defense steps up in big games. Look what they did to Justin Herbert. They had a fluke against the Bengals, and look what happened next week. The Bengals lost. We won't talk about that. But I truly believe that Ravens are going to come in here, and they're going to beat down this Minnesota Vikings team. I'm going with the Baltimore Ravens to win this game. And I will be there live in M&T Bank Stadium Sunday representing Lamar Jackson.
All right, you better take some tissues with you because you're going to be crying after that one. We're moving on. We got Denver at Dallas. Denver, big news this week. Just got rid of Von Miller. Sent him to the Rams. So Denver, the Broncos, 4 wins this season have all come against a combined record of 7-22. The Broncos have allowed 17.1 points per game this season. That's second fewest in the NFL. The Cowboys have averaged 32.1 points per season, third most in the NFL. I think Dallas gets it done here. They sneak a win here, over 49.5 points, but Denver plus 10 on the spread. I think Denver keeps this within 10.
See, I don't like your use of words there. You think Dallas has to sneak this game? No. Let me tell you something. I was sleeping, all right? And I'm having a dream, and I was a bad dream. I wake up, it wasn't even a dream. I look at my phone, Von Miller to the Rams. You get rid of your best defensive player to already one of the best defenses in the league. It don't make sense. They don't stand a chance to win this game. Not one chance. Dallas is going to go in there and walk all over them with the backup quarterback. Don't even need Dak Prescott, and it's going to be an easy win. Denver Broncos, who's ever in control over there, you got to get it together.
I agree with you. And they basically gave him away for nothing. Moving on, we got LA Chargers going into Philly. Hey, Philly finally came through for us last week. Every week we bet on them, and they finally came through for us, but not this week. Philly has not won 2 straight games since week 7 and 8 of 2020. LA Chargers have not lost 3 straight games since week 8 and 10 of 2020. The Eagles have allowed 10 points per game in 3 of their wins this season, 32.2 in each of their 5 losses. I think the Chargers come in here and put points on the board, over 50 points for the total, and give me the Chargers -2 in a big win this week.
Yeah, that was another thing I couldn't believe. Jalen Hurts finally came through for us. My phone was going off the hook. All our Lock Over Lock fans were messaging me telling me that he finally got it done. And I don't think it's going to happen again, though. There's no way. I can't see him winning this game. It was a one-time thing. I don't like Jalen Hurts. Luch loves him. I don't like him that much. I don't think they're winning this game.
Well, there's a reason I have a little love for him, and that's because he's on my fantasy football team. He's my starting quarterback. I kind of need him to do something out there, but we're moving on. We have Green Bay going into Kansas City. Aaron is out. J Love is in. I was going to take Green Bay here if Aaron Rodgers was in this, but he had to go get that virus. They're making a big thing about it, but there ain't nothing about it. I think the Packers still keep this one close, but Kansas City wins over 47.5 points. Give me Green Bay plus 7.5 on that spread. It's still a little too high there. Kansas City has failed to cover in a lot of their last games this season.
All right, well, you don't think nothing about it, but I do. We hear earlier in the season that Aaron Rodgers is vaccinated, and then it comes out that he's not, and now he has the coronavirus. I don't know what's up with that, but he did it to himself, and he did it to the team, and that's why they're not going to win this game. They're not going to be able to get it done without Aaron Rodgers, and Kansas City's going to come in here and get this win.
All right, moving on. We got Arizona going into San Francisco. The Cardinals are averaging 35.8 points per game on the road this season, the most in the NFL. Jimmy G is 3-1 in his career versus the Cardinals. But I'm still going to have to take this Arizona Cardinals team. They have the better defense, and they have the better offense. They have the better all-around team. Arizona to cover -1 over 45. A lot of points scored here.
All right. I took Arizona last week to get their first loss of the season, and it came true. You can go back and watch the last video, but I don't think they take another loss this week. Jimmy G, you might have the same name as me, but you don't got the skill as me. I don't see Arizona losing back-to-back, and they're going to win this game and beat the 49ers.
All right, we got Tennessee going into LA Rams. We got the Rams winning 4 straight games, averaging 32.5 points per game and only allowing 17.3 points per game in that span. Adding Von Miller to that already atomic defense. Give me the Rams here to win over 54 points, but Tennessee cover that spread plus 7.5. I think the Rams win by 6 points.
So you think the Rams only win by 6 points? Derrick Henry's done for the season. He's the best player on their team. There's no way they come in here and get a win. And now they got Von Miller on that defense. You're crazy if they think Tennessee keeps this close. It's going to be a blowout and no doubt about it.
All right, now the Monday night football game, we got Chicago going into Pittsburgh. Ben Roethlisberger is 1-3 versus the Bears, tied for the worst record against any single opponent in his career. But Mike Tomlin is 22-4 versus rookie starting quarterbacks as the Steelers head coach. Give me Pittsburgh -6 to cover easy. Under 40 points. I don't think Chicago scores much on this defense.
Wrong again. I got the Bears beating your Pittsburgh Steelers this week. They barely snuck out with the win against the banged up Cleveland Browns. I have said over and over again, Ben is done. There's no more gas left in the tank. He can't put this Pittsburgh Steelers in position to win. They got to rely on the defense, rely on TJ Watt. Justin Fields, upset of the week, coming in and beating the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm going with the Chicago Bears on primetime Monday Night Football.
All right, I can't even take you serious anymore, but you guys see that bar filling up. You did it. You stayed this long. You have unlocked our lock picks of the week. The loser of the week, Las Vegas at the Giants. Traveling over to the East Coast, over to the Giants at home. Might be a cold one there. Might be a little too cold for these Vegas players. Give me the Giants to win this week, making Las Vegas my loser of the week.
My loser of the week is going to be the Green Bay Packers. No Aaron Rodgers, no win. Simple as that.
All right, sticking with that game, we got my over-under. Give me Green Bay at Kansas City, over 47.5 points. I think Kansas City gets a lot of points here, and Green Bay follows them with a few points backdoor last minute. Give me the over-under, 47.5 points. Over.
All right, for me, I'm going with the Dallas Cowboys and the Denver Broncos. I feel like this is going to be the under, more of a defensive game, so I'm going with the under.
All right, moving on. We got the captain of the week. They wear that captain patch on their chest for a reason. Give me the captain, Captain Kirk Cousins, going into Baltimore. He gets it done. He didn't get it done last week, so I think that's just going to carry over to this week, and he gets a big win in Baltimore.
My captain of the week, pretty self-explanatory. Josh Allen against those Jacksonville Jaguars. No way he loses this game. I look for him to have 3 passing touchdowns and maybe add on 1 rushing touchdown.
All right, and now it's time for the knockout defense of the week. Give me my Pittsburgh Steelers at home versus Chicago. 3 interceptions Steelers are going to get this week. I'm calling it. You're going to play it next week. We're going to replay that 3 picks knockout defense. Pittsburgh.
My knockout defense of the week going up against your captain of the week, the Baltimore Ravens. They are going to shut Captain Kirk down, like I said earlier in the video, and it's going to be an easy win for the Ravens.
All right, now our lock pick of the week. This is where you're going to take a loan out on your house, take a loan out, sell your car, trade your wife, trade your kids in, get all the money you can get, and lock it in with our lock pick of the week. Last week, it didn't work out, but that's all right. You have 2 cars for a reason. You have 2 houses for a reason. You have 2 wives for a reason. This is the lock pick of the week. Lock it in. The LA Chargers -2 going into Philly. I think this is an easy win for Justin Herbert. He's just going to add to his stats. Possible MVP caliber season.
All right, my lock pick of the week, I'm going with the Los Angeles Rams. There's no way they come into this game and they lose to the Tennessee Titans. I'm going with the Rams for your lock pick. Put everything you have on it if you want to win. My locks have always been right.
All right, and that is it. NFL Week 9, 2021. Go rewatch the videos from the weeks before. Get caught up to speed with our picks. You know, I have the numbers right here. This is all unscripted, all off the top. We give you a little bit of facts. We're doing the work. You know, we're grinding all week. We're watching every game. We're doing it all. This is expert analysis from your boy Luch, and this is Lock
Over
Luck. Get out.
Yeah, lock over luck, get with us if you're stuck. Lock over luck, get with us if you're stuck. We got the loser of the week, we put the word on the street. We got the over and under, we're bringing the thunder. Pick the captain of the week and he's taking a seat. We got the knockout defense and we're bringing the heat. And we coming to you live with the lock of the week. The lock of the week. The lock of the week.